Oil theft has proven time and time again to be a persistent problem in Nigeria. It's funny how despite the country's heavily borrowing nature, they never really saw it fit to protect their main source of income. Earlier in the week, the House of Representatives resolved to investigate the alleged stealing of crude oil and the attendant loss of revenue in the nation's oil and gas sector. This, of course, followed the adoption of a motion by Philip Agbese, a member representing 3 federal constituency of Benue State, urging the House to probe alleged crude oil theft in the country. Agbese lamented the recent report which revealed that in 2021 alone, Nigeria lost $4 billion to oil theft at the rate of 200,000 barrels per day, and the figures have risen since then. He says they are also concerned that security agencies of the federal government are allegedly complicit and largely responsible for facilitating most of the oil theft in the Niger Delta. Further saying that the Nigerian military has been accused several times of being behind 99% of oil theft, and despite promises to conduct proper investigations, no substantial action has been taken by the federal government to address the matters raised. Mind you, the chairman Bayelsa Traditional Rulers Council, Bubariye Dakolo, accused the federal government, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, and the Nigeria Customs Service for turning their eyes away from the real oil thieves and chasing shadows in order to divert attention. I don't even want to talk about how they awarded a pipeline surveillance contract reportedly worth 48 billion naira per year to a former leader of a militant group, Movement for the Emancipation of Niger Delta, Mr. Ekpe Mupolo, popularly known as Tompolo, to check massive oil theft in the region. That's a discourse for another day. At this point, I'm just wondering if Nigeria has found solace in losing billions of dollars to oil theft at a time when it should be building its external reserves. What do you think? I look forward to your response in the comment section below. Nigerians have been struggling for some time due to the subsidy removal, and the Tinubu-led administration is seeking novel ways to turn the situation around, and one of which is the idea of palliatives. The House of Representatives has approved the request of President Bola Tinubu for an amendment to the 2022 Appropriation Act. The amendment, he said, was to allow the federal government source 500 billion naira for palliatives to cushion the effect of subsidy removal. In the same vein, President Tinubu has asked the Senate to also permit his administration to go ahead with the processing of an $800 million loan facility from the World Bank requested by the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari to finance the National Safety Net program. In the letter, Mr. Tinubu noted that the reason for obtaining the loan facility is to expand coverage of shock-responsive safety net support for all and vulnerable Nigerians and to meet the cost of their basic needs. He assured that the federal government will transfer the sum of 8,000 naira monthly to 12 million poor and low-income households for 6 months. Now, while some people think this is a good move from the presidency, others seem to think the palliatives will still not get to the right people, so it shouldn't even be part of the plan. Let me throw this open. What do you think? Are you for or against this amendment? The Central Bank of Nigeria has said Nigerians can receive Naira for Diaspora remittance. The CBN gave the directive in a circular number 004 to all deposit money banks, international money transfer operators, and the general public titled Payout option in Naira for receipt of proceeds of diaspora remittances, signed by the Director, Trade and Exchange Department, Dr. O.S Nnaji. It further stated that in respect of the above subject, the Central Bank of Nigeria hereby announces Naira as a payout option for receipts of proceeds of international money transfers. Now, recall that in 2020, the CBN banned banks and IMTOs from paying recipients in Naira. The policy also stated that only banks could transfer funds onward to recipients. In theory, the CBN policy ended the business model of many digital remittance companies that allowed Nigerians abroad to send money directly to the Naira accounts of recipients. Months after the Naira payment ban, the CBN introduced the Naira for Dollar scheme in March 2021. Now, this recent policy is one way of loosening the strict control the CBN has exercised over forex rates over the past few years. It's also great for customers who can now choose between receiving their funds in foreign currency, e-Naira, and the Naira. Customers who choose to receive their funds in Naira will be paid using the investors and exporters window rate on the day of the transaction. Summarily, I hope this serves both the senders and recipients of these funds adequately.